Because abortion is still legal in New York, a monthly Witness for Life event that's been going on for over 10 years at Old St. Patrick's Cathedral has taken on new meaning. But the Mass and procession just down the street to the very first Planned Parenthood in the U.S. used to be peaceful. The pastor of Old St. Patrick's Cathedral, Father Brian Graebe, says that's not the case anymore. He joins us now. Hi, Father.
Hi there.
So, Father, pro-abortion protests outside your church started to get pretty aggressive after the Supreme Court draft opinion leak, and then even more so after Roe was overturned. Do you fear for your safety and that of your parishioners?
I've never felt personally threatened. The people are very aggressive, screaming in our face and so forth. But thank God, to this point, there hasn't been any physical violence to speak of. I mean, they'll push and shove us a bit, but those who from our parish who participate in this Mass and procession, they've been doing this for a very long time, and they know how things unfold. And anyone who feels uncomfortable or feels that they might not be able to maintain a peaceful presence remains in the church for Eucharistic adoration while the procession takes place.
What kind of precautions do you take, if any, during events like this and during your regular masses?
Well, we've had private security for the last few months now because what used to be just, a handful of demonstrators has grown very large, and the police have been out in force. They form a line to allow us to process. We have a permit for the procession, and so they're there to protect our legal right to walk up the block. And the police officers on the front line there, my heart goes out to them. I mean, they bear the brunt of the vitriol and aggression that the demonstrators unleash upon them.
But it's not just protests. Your church, like so many others, has been targeted by vandals. And with this increasing tension, why do you still host the Witness to Life event? Do you have any plans to maybe put it on hold?
No, we are not going to wave a white flag on this. We're not going to give them that victory. It's important that we do this, and it's a two-pronged event. On the one hand, there's the Mass, which is the most important. We're praying for an end to abortion, not just in law, but in hearts, that we become a culture that respects and cherishes and welcomes every human life. But also, to give that witness, to go out into the streets where we're praying the rosary peacefully, and to stand across the street from this original Planned Parenthood and ask God that, the day will come when abortion is unthinkable in this country.
You just mentioned this, and the church often talks about changing hearts and minds when it comes to abortion. But do you think that's even possible with these protesters? There seems to be so much anger. How do you get them to listen to you?
It's a tall order, for sure. These are extremely angry people who are celebrating abortions, but it's also our hope that people of goodwill on the other side of this issue, or maybe on the fence, look at this display of anger and hatred and this celebration of death, and really see where the pro-abortion stance leads, which is not a good place. And we hope that brings them around to understanding why it is that a culture of life is so important.
Well, we are praying for you and for your parishioners. Father Brian Graebe at Old St. Patrick's Cathedral, thanks so much for being here with us.
My pleasure.
If you want to join the faithful at Old St. Pat's, their next Witness for Life event will be on August 6th at 8 a.m. That includes a Mass and a prayerful procession to Planned Parenthood. Hi, I'm Christine Persichetti, anchor of Currents News. If you like what you saw, please hit the like button on this video. And if you want to see more content just like it, subscribe and click on the bell for notifications. Thanks for watching, because we are putting your faith in the news.